Welcome back to Brutal Combat. We're going to start with the basics, and this is very important because this is the starting point that most DMs take when they approach making combat more difficult. The topics we're going to talk about today are going to be HP, AC, and damage. All three of these come down to how hard can something get hit, how hard can they hit, and how hard are they to hit. These are the basics of what starts making combat more difficult, and we'll get to the more fun stuff later. HP is just your damage pool. How much damage can someone take before they go down? What I'll do is I'll do some quick math going through the character sheets and decide on what the most effective route the characters can go at is and see how much damage they can do in about 3 rounds. Then I'll make sure the damage pool for the combat is more than that. That means you could have one enemy with a massive pool of health, or you could have a bunch of small enemies that are also going to have a pool of health. Now, when I say a pool of health, if you're using a bunch of minions, you can pool their health together such that they all have about the same amount. Or you can use them individually, add them up, and that gives you your damage pool. It's a really quick way for you to decide if this combat can be over within 3 rounds or not. An easy combat is going to be over very quickly. A difficult combat is going to take longer, so you can adjust your HP there. Next, we look at AC. AC is very easy to adjust, and I only usually adjust it for 1 or 2 stat blocks in a particular combat encounter. An easy way to adjust this to make sure that it's still going to be challenging is to look at the average to hit bonus for your party. Let's say that to hit bonus is 5, plus 5 on average for all of the attacks. What you can do is you can take your regular stat blocks, see where about they hit, and take those specific enemies we discussed earlier and make sure they have at least 15 AC. That's going to mean that the characters are going to have to use tactical thinking or other benefits to hit these creatures. Making them harder to hit will increase the difficulty of the combat. Most people run a 3-round combat, so you want to make sure you have at least enough AC and HP to lengthen it out to that point. The third thing is damage. Assuming they can hit the characters, how much damage can they deal in a single round? Again, the ideal thing is that they should be able to reduce the full party to 0 HP total by the end of the 3rd round. As a general benchmark, I find that this is very easy for me to try and figure out what they need to do. Add up however many hits and how much damage the enemy round does, compare that to the character HP pool, and you can judge those ratios as you need to. Based on a 3 to 5 round combat, you should be able to do some simple math to see if you need to beef your enemies up more or less. The easiest way to increase the damage is either to modify the dice they are rolling damage with, increase by however many, or increase the number of attacks they get. A horde of goblins typically only gets 1 attack per round. If you give every goblin 2 attack actions instead of 1, you've now doubled the potential damage per round. That also doubles the opportunity for reactions and doubles the opportunity to eat away the character's resources. So by just looking at HP, AC, and damage output, we can change the dynamics of the combat very, very simply and very quickly.